Hello everyone, it is a new month, November, and no more Halloween decorations as you can see, but we are back for another Crash City Requested. I'm Troublesome Trucks, and today we have a request by Marquise Moore, and they requested Team Primary Steamy versus Team Secondary Diesel, so I think this is basically primary colors that Steamies wear. So we have James, Duncan, and Edward for red, yellow, blue, or magenta, cyan, yellow. And then for the secondary colors, Rusty, Dodge, and Splatter for orange, green, and purple. So pretty interesting ideas, but anyway, 3 versus 3. Let's get started with round 1. Alright, round 1. Let's start Rusty for the secondary diesels, Edward, the primary steamies, Splatter, secondary diesels, Duncan, primary steamies, Splatter into Rusty. Oh, they're both off. Duncan clips Edward, and then we have Dodge and James. Dodge, the only one left of his team, only have 6 engines total, so it's gonna be might be a bit more slow, but hopefully it'll still be good. Again, Splatter causing trouble. Everyone's getting past. Everything looks quite a bit different with all the decorations gone, but I'm sure we'll have some more up soon. James's buffers are stuck on the back of Dodge, and they're causing some trouble around the curves. Edward's now stuck on Splatter. Duncan's about to go around. This is very awkward, and now they're stuck. James and Dodge are having a really bad time. Edward and Duncan cannot get away from Splatter. And James's buffers are stuck on the back of Dodge, and it's causing... Oh my goodness, James is tipped over. Okay, that happened. So we still have Dodge going around. Let's see if he can free up Edward and Duncan. If not, then he might win even all by his own when his teammates knocked each other over. And he's about to rear end Duncan as we speak. And, oh, and they're free. I don't think that's what Dodge anticipated to happen, but it's what he got. And now we have Edward and Duncan trying to race away from Dodge. We might need sabotagers or tiebreaker. Oh, the Splatter again. He is determined to cause trouble even when he's off the tracks. Duncan's derailed. Oh, Splatter has caught Dodge now. Edward's still going. Can Dodge free himself and right himself? We'll have to see. Edward's going to maybe, since Dodge helped him out, he'll return the favor, or is he going to be a bit more salty? Oh, he gets past, but his cab gets clipped by Dodge. Dodge is derailed. And Edward in the back. Oh, and he frees Dodge. What is happening? This is turning out to be a really long round. I don't even... Oh, Edward's freed. My goodness, but I don't even know what's happened. We had some weird stuff with James and Dodge, and Splatter's causing all sorts of havoc. Now it's still Edward versus Dodge. Maybe this next intersection will have a crash, potentially, unless Splatter holds up Dodge. Oh, Dodge gets past Edward. Edward. Oh, and he gets jumps over Splatter's buffers. And maybe this next go-around, it's really close. Can Edward eliminate Dodge? It looks like he's going at it. And finally, oh my goodness. And Edward's tired himself out. What a round. That was a really long round, but still kind of interesting. Yeah, I don't even know what to say, but Edward, primary Steamies, ends up winning it. That was a long-fought battle, but let's try and keep things moving on with round 2. Okay, let's get things started. Focus camera. Round 2. Edward goes first, followed by Dodge. Might be big adversaries right now. There goes Duncan, followed by Rusty. Up next is James. Rusty into Dodge. Duncan's about to get into it. Oh my goodness. We have 4 engines down. Only Edward and Splatter remain. Rusty has just took out Splatter last round and then caused a collision with Dodge now. Splatter still going. Edward gets past Rusty. Maybe there's going to be another crash of the cross track here. Who's going to get the best of it? I'm not sure. Edward again. Man, Edward. He is carrying the team right now. Just first he took out Dodge and now Splatter. And he is the last one going, or the only one on the tracks until he stopped now. But primary Steamies take a good lead. 2 points for them, 0 for the secondary Diesels. Let's reset for the next battle. Alright, everyone get ready. Round 3. Let's have James go first this time. Change it up a little bit. There goes Splatter next. And followed by Duncan. It looks like James going for Splatter. Splatter's off the track, so he might be causing more troubles again. James gets past. Now Edward isn't left doing all the work, but now he's collided with Duncan. Oh, Duncan's off the tracks. James into Dodge. Edward's derailed. Rusty is still hanging in there. James is pushing Edward around. Rusty is caught on Splatter. James is pushing Edward going. Oh my goodness, Rusty. Oh my word. Edward fell over and James was stuck, but Rusty got freed and collided, and they both just fell over. That was, I don't even know what to say about that. That was wild. I think we might need a tiebreaker for that, because that was just too close. I don't know who got that. So, yeah, tiebreaker for round 3. Alright, tiebreaker, James versus Rusty. 3, 2, 1, go. It was just really close to that last time, so to be fair, we're doing a tiebreaker. James is racing around. He's got his trucks and into Rusty, and Rusty's gone. James shoves all his trucks over and gets the point for his team. Well done, James. He is racing around. That's 3 for primary Steamies, 0 for the secondary Diesels. 1 more point will secure the win for the primary Steamies. Can the Diesels make a comeback? Only time will tell. Let's go to round 4. Alright, again, let's see if the Diesels can catch up to the Steamies. I don't know if we've ever seen a comeback this late in the game, but there's always a first time, so let's go. James and Duncan. Oh, Duncan gets clipped and on his back end and it falls over. James pushing Splatter. It's not good. Edward takes out James. Edward against 3 Diesels. Duncan's trying to do what Splatter did to Splatter. Karma, I guess. Oh my goodness, Edward's being protected by Duncan. Oh, his front wheel's off. He's in trouble. Rusty's derailed as well. Dodge is pushing Splatter around. Edward, oh! He couldn't keep up his act any longer and falls down. Man, Diesels haven't won before, but they did now, and they do it in numbers. And now they're all going along trying to help out Rusty. And now Dodge is derailed. Rusty. Okay, that was, oh my goodness, what a pile up. What a nice way to end it. Well, Diesels get a point on the board. Might be too late, but at least they did something. So congratulations to them. Round 5 is inbound. Okay, round 5 to start is Dodge, Edward, Rusty, James. Dodge is into Rusty. Now James has collided with Edward. We have Splatter and now Duncan ending it out. Splatter stuck. Oh, James has almost switched tracks. Duncan just squeezes by. Dodge is stuck on the line. Duncan is about to catch up to Splatter. They're trying to push through. They're derailed. Oh my goodness, they both have front wheels off. Dodge is trying to push the tracks. Who's going to stay on the longest? Oh, and Splatter falls first. Oh, and Duncan piles on top of him, only to roll right off. Wow. What a battle. Who could stay on the tracks the longest with their front wheels off? Well, that's an interesting idea in itself, but Duncan held on just a little bit longer, so that means team primary Steamies, 4 points for them. Only 2 rounds to go. The Diesels cannot catch up, but we'll of course do those other rounds just to finish off the competition. But what a showing by the Steamies. Let's see if the Diesels can maybe finish strong. Penultimate round. Let's see how it ends. We have Duncan first, followed by Dodge, Now, James, maybe, hopefully there won't be competition between those two again. Splatter. Okay, there one. Duncan takes out James. He's stuck on the crosstrack. Edward goes in. Splatter and Dodge into each other. Splatter survives it. Rusty, last one out. Edward's derailed. He's stuck on the crosstrack. Can he get freed in time? Rusty saves him, but he's still in peril. Can he recover? No, he cannot. Edward's gone. Splatter and Rusty still holding on. Well, that's their second point on the board. We still have one round to go. Maybe they can, even though the game's already over, maybe the Steamies, they're just decided they're done. But let's go to round 7 and see who gets the final point. Alright, final round is here. Let's let's have at it. Splatter, followed by James, Rusty, Duncan. James is off the derailed. He's pushing Splatter. Oh, he's falling over. First casualty of the round. Finally, Edward. Rusty and Dodge have got into it. Duncan and Edward pile in. Edward's off the tracks. Now it's just Duncan versus Splatter. And Duncan might collide with Purple Diesel in just a moment here. Maybe it'll be the other way around. Let's see. Duncan going for an attack, and he takes it, and he's got it. And he's off. Wow, what an interesting way to land. Back in on the switch. Well, that about finishes it. So let's go into get the engine into the middle for a final recap and photo shoot. And the winners are up front. Team Primary Steamies, Edward, Duncan, and James defeat the Team Secondary Diesels. We have Rusty, Splatter, and Dodge. That was some very interesting fights out there. Battle with Duncan and Splatter on the curve, and interesting falls. Splatter causing trouble in the first round. That was a very long fight, but still pretty interesting. Hope you enjoyed. Anyway, here is the final scores. 2 for the secondary Diesels, 5 for the primary Steamies. Steamies did quite dominate, but the Diesels did put up a little bit of resistance. So for the rest of the week, regular Crash Cities and stuff. But also, thank you everyone for 500 subscribers. Forgot to mention this at the start of the video. And I do have some stuff in the works for that, so hopefully it'll be out pretty soon. So stick around for that, and thanks again. But for now, Troublesome Trucks signing out. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.